Hello everyone, welcome to my video today. As you may know, yesterday I had posted about some essential oils to help with anger. I'm really struggling with some anger right now, which led me to today's video about forgiveness. So first, I'd like to mention that I have the Young Living Forgiveness Oil, which I have been using just to help me to forgive. I have struggled with forgiveness for so long, and I came to the realization yesterday that one of the reasons I struggle with forgiveness is not that I'm, the quote that not forgiving is like drinking poison and hoping the other person will die. That's not necessarily what I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with the fact that if I say, it's okay, yes, I forgive you, then, and it has clearly happened in the past, maybe with not such big things, but when I say, I forgive you, then people keep doing that to me. It's like, it's okay. And then they keep punching me in the face and using me as their doormat. And yeah, I don't want that. So that's why I think I struggle so much with forgiveness, is that I basically feel as though I'm giving people permission to treat me poorly because I've forgiven them and then they went and did it again to me. And if I hadn't forgiven them, maybe I would have kept my guard up and they wouldn't be able to do that again. And I'm talking about, these are people in my life that I really trust because I've clearly forgiven them. And they're not people that I am willing to eliminate from my life completely because they are either family or friends that are better than, they're basically someone I don't want to eliminate from my life because the majority of the time they are good for me. Anyway, so in my search for forgiveness, like I said, I've been working on this for years. I know that I really struggle with it, and it becomes, I am angry and I just don't know how to forgive. So I went onto Google, and that led me to YouTube, and I found a couple videos on forgiveness. So I'm going to tell you what I've learned from my videos just this morning. So I came across Marie Forleo, I think that's how you say her name, on YouTube, and her video on forgiveness. So some nuggets that I took from her was, forgiveness is something you do for you, not for the person who wronged you, which I kind of have always understood, but I think I've always related it to I'm giving them permission to do that again. And I really need to stop and protect myself and say, no, I'm not giving you permission to do this again. Even though I forgive you, you don't get to do it to me again. So a couple tips on forgiveness is forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself for allowing that to happen to you. Forgive yourself and think of it as an opportunity to learn. So your willingness to forgive will aid in the forgiveness process. So asking for help on how to forgive. Some people may pray, some people may meditate, but asking for help on how to forgive someone is the first step. It's going to open the opportunity and the willingness, which is going to then help you forgive. And then another thing that I thought was really great, a nugget from her, was forgiveness isn't a weakness. It's an ultimate sign of strength. And I do feel this way. I often feel like I am weak if I forgive, because again, I feel like I'm giving people permission to treat me poorly. And I don't want that. So I don't want to forgive. I need to get past that because that's not what forgiveness is. All right, so the next video was by Lyn Coaching. So forgiveness, again, this is on YouTube. Forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person, which I kind of had already mentioned. They still live with the shame and guilt of what they did to you. That was powerful for me. Sometimes people don't care, and sometimes they don't appear to be sorry. And that's okay, because I know in my heart, they have to live with what they did. I have to live with what I do, and they have to live with what they do. So it has nothing to do with them. It's about me. And it's about me and me forgiving myself and allowing those things not to happen again. So what someone did to you has nothing to do with you, but it's about them again. And forgiveness is a continuous practice. So it's not just a one and done deal, which I think is what I always think, is that it's just like, I did it once, I'm good now. And it's a continuous healing practice. When you have truly forgiven, you may want to thank the person who did this to you because they taught you a lesson. That's really tough, but I already see that. I already see people who have really wronged me and hurt me more than anything. They've hurt me. I think of it as, you have taught me about a person that I want to avoid, about warning signs of people. I really think that once you've truly forgiven someone, you may want to thank them and say, thanks for this lesson. Recognizing that what has happened is a lesson and it's bringing you room to grow. So I think that's huge. Recognizing that there was a lesson to be learned from it is really a big deal. Instead of festering in the anger, realizing, what was my lesson in this hurt? What did I need to find out? And what can I change so that this doesn't happen to me again? That's a big one. And it really just looking at it as an opportunity for growth. Except that you may never get an apology. That was a good other nugget. And you actually don't need an apology for you to heal. I think that's the biggest thing, is I don't even think when people apologize, do I even forgive better? Because again, I don't want to just say, that's okay. And I think sometimes when people apologize, it's a fake apology, which she kind of talked about in her video, is that they can't face what they did and they just want to make it right with the world. So then they say, oh, I'm sorry, because I want you to forgive me so that I don't have to deal with this, and then we're all good. And that is not, so they're already feeling bad. And like I said, they have to live with what they did. So forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, but it is for you and not for them. And then Oprah had an aha moment on forgiveness. And I actually missed the gentleman's name in the video, but he described forgiveness and she kind of broke it down, which I thought was awesome because I didn't really catch what he said when he said it, and she talked about it. So forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past will be different. So that's really big, because I think that's what I'm holding on to all the time, is that will be different, that I could change it with this anger and these thoughts. Accepting that it has happened and not that you can change what's happened. So, she's right. That was a big aha moment. It has happened and we can't change it, and we have to accept that. So, again, forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past will be different. That's a big one. And then I went to another Oprah video with Marianne Williamson, which this one was a little bit deeper. And it was still good, but yeah, it was like a Super Soul Sunday one. So Marianne suggested that you pray for someone who has harmed you and do it for 30 days. So this seems really hard. And Oprah head on said, that's super difficult. And she said, is it easy to sit in that anger and toxicity? No, because it's not. It's easier to bless them instead of blame them. So she said, if you pray for their happiness, one of two things will happen. Either that person will have will behave differently, or I won't care. And she kind of talked about how all of our minds are joined. And I think about this when it comes to energy, and we're all just energy. So there's no place where you stop and I start, sort of thing, that kind of thing. So when you're praying for them, I'm not going to necessarily change their behavior, but I might put it out into the universe that I need you to be a better person, and either you're going to change or I'm not going to care. That's like big, powerful. And remember, it's not easy to sit in that anger and toxicity of like people that are not good for you. It's easier to just bless them instead of blame them. So she talked a little bit about the principle of divine compensation. Again, this is a little bit out of the forgiveness thing, but it was really good. And she said, if my heart is closed, I won't be able to receive the miraculous new possibilities that the universe is bringing. So if I am stuck in anger and forgiveness, I won't be able to receive the awesome things that are coming to me. And she described it as like our higher power, our being, our God has the most amazing plan for you. That is like the best things that could ever happen to you. And those, like your wildest dreams possibilities, are in a file with God. And if you open your heart to those things, you can download them into your life. But if you're closed-minded, you're angry, you're not willing to believe, to accept those things, then just the minimal happens to you. And I thought that was really interesting. So she said, open your heart and the possibilities will happen. So this is kind of law of attraction stuff. And I totally believe in law of attraction. I'm constantly trying to better myself, and I think about money and I talk about money because I want money, and I currently don't have a lot of money, but I totally believe that someday I am going to have the ability to say yes to everything I want in my life, because I will have the means to do it. So open your heart and the possibility will happen. It's all there. You just need to download it or be open to receive it. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. I can tell that I already feel better. I have put my forgiveness oil on, and I'm just working on letting it go and praying for those people that have hurt me. And remembering, it's about me. It's not about them, even when I get no apology. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope this was inspirational, and I will add the videos in the link here. So remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my video blogs, and enjoy. Have a great day.